This is my EDC bag. I've been using it for over a month. Some things I got right, some things I got wrong, and we need to update the things I got wrong. In front of you is literally everything that I just picked up and dumped in the bag. Now, I'm not going to show you what's in my EDC bag because I did a whole video. If you want to watch that video to see exactly how I packed it for the very first time, I'll link up that video at the end of this video. But right here and now, we need to handle all of this. So the first thing I picked up to tackle this problem is this pouch right here. I had a lot of people in the comment area, in the comment section, telling me how good this pouch was. Honestly, I don't know if this is gonna be a good bag or not, if it'll do what I needed to do, but I grabbed it off the recommendations all the same. So first things first, I want to put as many things up in here as I possibly can just to get it out the way so it's not so loose. Now, there are a few things I'm gonna keep out. Like for example, this, I'm gonna keep this out because I want quick access to it. And I'm gonna keep out one cable. And that one cable that I'm gonna keep out is probably gonna be this one right here because I don't really need the versatility of this cable right here, and you'll see why in just a second. So these two things will always be in my bag loose, so we can put these two things to the side. All of this stuff I want to be able to actually put away. Now, just looking at this, I can honestly see it looks like I've already got something too small, but I mean, I have a small bag, so let's just see. This right here, I need this. This goes to my camera. This is a charger for my camera, so we're gonna stick this in here. This is an extra battery pack that honestly I really don't use, but we're gonna put that right there. To deal with these, we're gonna come back to these in a second. This right here is an external hard drive. We're gonna just drop that in there. This is my SD card, my flash card. I need that, so we're gonna drop this in here. On this side, I'm gonna get rid of this big bulky cable and put it in here. My headphones, which are right here. This is actually for when I'm editing. So I'm gonna actually untangle this right quick. We're gonna tie it up so it'll take up less space. And I'm gonna drop it in here. So I'm gonna have it on one of these tie straps. I must say, I do like these double braided, how they got it double braided. I like that. The fact that I could put one here and then have something back there, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot actually. Steel close up, really small. I like that. This right here is 100 watt. I actually have it because this piece right here, I need it. So actually we have some redundancy going on because this piece is here as well. So I'm not even 100% sure I need this cable in my bag because I got this cable right here. And we don't want to have redundancies. So what I'm gonna do is, what did I put up in here? I think I'm gonna put the cables in here since they're the biggest, just so I don't have them loose in the bag. Let's just see if that'll work. Yeah. All right. And then for this, I feel like if I take this out, put this on the front right here, that might be a little bit better. And then I'm able to put this back here. Now, again, we got to see if it's going to close, but I like that. If I take this right here, drop it over here off to the side where nothing's hanging. And then my carabiner, well, they call it I think it is a carabiner or a hero clip. Either way it go, I don't need this in the bag. I want quick access to this and I don't want to have to dig in here to get to this. So this right here is pretty much it. So let's see if it will close. It will close, but it is very difficult. I wonder if I could take, let's see, I think the thing that's making it the bulkiest is this cable right here. So, and let's remove this one from right here, and we can put it right next to this right here. And yeah, there we go. That's a lot flatter. And I was looking at the front of this. I wonder, nope, I can't put it up in there. So, okay, I think I'm gonna rock with it like this. And this will also be loose in my bag. So I have two things loose in my bag. Well, two cables rather. Now, the next thing I need to do which I probably need to keep this open for, is we have a few things we need to open. So we're gonna slide this to the side and we're gonna open up these things because these are the things that I've learned that I needed. So more SD cards. I definitely need more SD cards. I'm tired of watching my storage run low, and then I have to watch the camera before to make sure I don't run out of storage before I'm finished filming. It's a silly problem to have, and I could just pick up more storage. So first one I got is this Sony Tough card. It's a 300 read up to 299 write. It's 128 gigs. So hopefully this will be more than enough because I've been using 64 gigabyte cards up until now. So this is definitely a level up. Now my main camera, I have 250. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be more than enough for me. This is my first SD card. This one right here is a extreme disc. This is also 128 gigs, but the speeds it reads up to 300, but it only writes 260, which means when it comes to transferring files, it's going to be a little bit slower than the Sony one that can read up to 299. That can write up to 299. Comes with a little bit of documentation, but I mean, honestly, it's a normal SD card. And I'm gonna open it up really quickly. It's interesting. This one has no documentation at all. Does have a download, which is, again, interesting. All right, and with this card, same thing. We can put that right there. And this is what we're gonna use to hold all of it together. The reason why I got this is because I wanna be able to grab my SD cards and not have to wait on them to transfer or being afraid that they're gonna get damaged before I get the footage off of them. This right here will ensure that that doesn't happen. And all it is a SD card reader, and it comes with one of those little clips if you need to get into your phone, which honestly is pretty cool if you ask me. So I'm just gonna grab these and pop them into here. And the cool thing about it now is when I'm actually getting footage off this camera right here or this camera over here, I'm now able to take the footage, take the SD cards, drop them in here, and put these new SD cards in there. And I don't have to feel pressure to get the footage off too fast and then I wind up losing it. Now I have one more I'm gonna grab, which is going to be this one right here. This is one that was already in my bag. But basically what this is an SD card for my micro SD card. I have a lot of things that take micro SD cards now, such as this microphone because it's running through a Tascam, as well as my new camera, which is the DJI Pocket 3. So all of those take micro SD cards. So I'm gonna be using that for that. And now I can slide this up in there. I honestly, these cases right here, I'm gonna actually put all of these to the side. Maybe if I need one, I'll grab it. But as of right now, they'll just be extra holsters for me. I wanted to put this in here, but as we already see, this is kind of full to capacity. And because I'm putting things up in here that's hard, it's not going to be easy for me to, I wish I could lay it up in there and drop it in like so, but let's see here. Yeah, it's not gonna, yeah, it's not gonna work. And I'd rather have it closable. I wish I could put something back here, but as it stands right now, I think we're done with this. Another mistake that I made when I was actually setting this up is I didn't think about transferring data. Using my iPad to transfer data is cool, but the iPad only has one port, which is the USB-C. So if I'm occupying that USB-C port, I can't do any more transferring and it becomes slow and tedious. So what I did was I grabbed this that I wasn't using and I grabbed it and I threw it in my bag. So now this is a new addition to my bag. This now lives in my bag as well. You can see I got plenty of ports. I have headphones, Ethernet. I have all the ports I need, and it's all running through my iPad. So this definitely goes in my bag now. This goes in my bag now. And the last thing that I realized that I needed was this right here. Not having a mouse, like when I'm doing these talking head videos, especially now that I have the ZV-1 Mark II and I have the DJI Pocket 3, I want to do more, impromptu videos, create more content. And me not having a mouse that's for my iPad, I thought since I had the Magic Keyboard, I'll be okay. But no, I need a mouse because if I'm using my phone and I want you to track it, but I don't want to have a top and I don't have a top-down camera, being able to connect a mouse to it and doing a screencast versus having a camera looking down at it helps me out tremendously. So I got this mouse. I got the MX Anywhere 3. I'm hoping that this one is, I'm hoping the S stands for like clickless, because let me tell you, it is a drag when you're sitting up trying to get all the clicks out your mouse. So right now, let's see here, I have this one. And if I'm being honest with you, this is a nice mouse. Like, it got a little weight to it, true enough, but man, I like the build quality on it. Let's see what else is up in the box really quickly. Okay, we have our documentation from Logitech, and we have another cable. So I'm not going to use that cable, so there's no reason for me to take it out. We have plenty of things that can charge it, and we're going to leave that in the box. So if I ever need it, I know to come to this box, and that's where I'll find it. So for now, we're going to put this to the side. But this right here I'm pretty sure it has one of those things with it as well. It has the USB-C on the front. I like that. It has the 2 buttons. It's not as good as this one right here, which I'm currently charging up, my MX3. This is the S3. MX Master 3S. I like this better, and I would prefer to have this in my book bag, but I mean, look at the weight. Like, look how small this is compared to how big and bulky this is, and then I want to put it in a case. I ordered a case for this. I'm just waiting on it to get here. So I decided to go with this instead, and let me double confirm that it does have the receiver to it. Okay, so unless I'm blind, this does not have a receiver to it. Yeah, okay. Doesn't have a receiver to it. So I thought the receiver was up in here. I thought I seen some reviews where the receiver was with it, but that was the MX Anywhere 2. This is the 3, so maybe this one doesn't have a receiver with it. But I will say, for the price, if you don't have one already, for the price I paid for this one right here, I would have much rather spent that extra 10 bucks and got one of these. So this one, I think at the time of this video at least, don't quote me on price, but at the time of this video, this is like 80 bucks on Amazon. This is like 99 bucks on Amazon at the time of this video. So if I didn't have this one, I would go with this one. The only reason why I'm going with this one, and I actually have another one of these on my other desk that you can't see, but you'll start seeing that soon, because I'm finna start doing more screencast videos as well. But the reason why I went with this is because I need portability. I need something small. It's not the most comfortable. As you can see, I have very big hands, so it's not the most comfortable. Compared to this one, my hands just naturally rest, and I'm able to be comfortable with it. This will get the job done, so I'm not complaining. But if you're looking for comfort, nah, I don't think this is it. But you still get your 3 different devices you can connect it to, which mine is going to be my iPad mini, my iPad Pro, my iPad mini, and my iPhone 14 Pro Max. Those are going to be my 3 devices I use this for. And then, yeah, that's it. To pair it is really easy. You turn it on, it's blinking. You just go to your Bluetooth settings and you connect it to whichever device you want. And that's it. I did add this to my bag as well. Now, the reason why I added this to my bag as well is because sometimes I'm in places where I don't have a way to charge up all my devices at once. Now, I know you're thinking, well, you just showed us the cable, so you should be able to charge it up. But the problem is I need it for this right here, my Apple Watch. And it charges my Apple Watch, my AirPods, and my phone all at the same time. Be it a slow charge, it still charges it up. So I actually started putting this in my bag as well too. So these are all the items that's gonna be loose in my bag. And honestly, I think that's it. I think having these things in my bag now will make my life a lot easier when it comes to dealing with my bag. And I think it'll be a lot funner. And more importantly, it'll be a lot more enjoyable, especially with these SD cards. Like honestly, you just don't know how many times I've had to sit here after finishing a video because I want to make sure that when I come to sit down again to record a video, it's important for me to be able to sit down and start recording. The fact that I can just take those out, put them in here, put them in this case, close it up, and then they just go with me and I can offload that footage later is nothing short of amazing. That's my update for my EDC. These are the new things that I've added, and I'm probably gonna, honestly, while we on this topic, this bag right here is, if I'm not mistaken, this is maybe it's the 10 liter. I don't know. I know it holds up to a 13-inch laptop. So I do know that. So don't quote me on the liter. Whatever the highest liter is, TomTom offer, that's what I got. But honestly, I need something just midget bigger. I still want the sling look. I still want that. But if I could get something a little bit bigger, that would be awesome. Because let's move this over really quickly. Let me show you. We can see that. I'm gonna show it on the top down just to make it a little bit easier. We can see that it's not that, my iPad not up in there right now, but this is where I want it to go. So if I grab this, drop it in there, we can see that when I zip this up, and let's see. So now I can zip that up. And I have the front pockets where I could just grab that from the front pocket, which that was a little hard to zip up because it's so tight, it's so narrow inside. It's not a lot of space or width inside the bag itself. So with this right here, my MX Master Mouse 2, 3S, I'm gonna put this with my keyboard, but I honestly want it. I can't wait till the case get here so I could drop it in the bag and not be too concerned about it. With these right here, I'm gonna have these in the back of my bag because I want quick access to them. So what I'll do is I'll drop it behind me. I will grab these, put these back up in the bag. I know, y'all probably gonna crucify me in the chat again because it feels like I'm doing the same thing over. But I promise you, I got it down somewhat, okay? Cut me some slack. And then right here, let me grab my iPad. My iPad goes right here. You can see that's when, once I put the iPad in, you can see everything get filled out. And what I was doing was with my carabiner, I just had that sitting in here. But with this bag, you can see I need a little more depth in here so it could sit good. But you can see right here, we gotta have our floss. So that's in every bag I own. So let's see here. If I can drop that in, pull it up. Oh, okay. That was a little bit better. And then with this right here, all I do is I just sit it on top. And my bag, this bag at least, is always filling stuff. So you can see I'm fighting to zip it up. That's the norm with this bag. So if you have a lot of stuff, as you can see, it looks very, very bulky, but this is it. So this is how I'm updating this bag. I am in the process of looking for a better bag that'll accommodate the things that I have. Because to be honest with you, I really don't feel like I have a lot of stuff. Now, that's how I feel. Somebody else might say that's a ton of stuff. But as it stands right now, I don't feel like I have a lot of stuff. And I'm really not willing to take anything else out my bag because honestly, the things that I've have up in there now have really been coming in clutch when it comes to me trying to find something, or if I'm out at a restaurant or something like that and I need to get some work done. That bag been coming in clutch. I've been having everything I need and I haven't been missing my big book bag. So I'm definitely not willing to take anything out of there. So with that being said, that's my update. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you didn't watch the very first EDC, I'll link it up right here. You can go watch it now and you can see how I built this bag out from complete scratch starting in 2024. Till next time. Later.